Good morning, students. This is the seventh lecture on the rat trap. Up to this, we come to know that when Iron Master asked Peddler to come with him, he denied. The reason is clear to all of you, as he had the stolen money in his pocket and he thought going to Iron Master's house would be like voluntarily going into Lion's Den. So he denied going there. Thereafter, although the Iron Master tried hard, but Peddler did not agree. After that, he went away, but some time later, his daughter, Edla Wilkinson, came there. She asked the peddler in such a compassionate, kind, affectionate, sympathetic, and friendly way that he could not deny. He had to accept, he had to go with her. But and while he was leaving the forge, leaving the mill, he had certain thoughts in his mind. Thoughts like means at the time of departure, he did not um, think of looking at the blacksmith. Let's continue with the last line. And followed the young lady out to the carriage without granting the astonished blacksmith so much as a glance. And followed the young lady. Who is the young lady here? Edla Wilkinson. He, after accepting the fur coat, followed Edla Wilkinson to the carriage without granting astonished, surprised, wondered blacksmith so much as a glance. What happened that at the time of leaving the forge, as we know, when Paddler asked for permission to stay in the forge, how did the blacksmith allow him? He did not care to look at him. He did not honor him with a single word. Same way at the time of leaving, when the blacksmith was looking at him, astonished, surprised, he also did not give him a glance. He also did not look at him. But while he was riding up to the manor house, he had evil forebodings. Evil is bad, forebodings is feeling, thinking, omens, we can say. He had certain bad feelings in his mind. Why? Why the devil did I take that fellow's money? He thought, now I am sitting in the trap and will never get out of it. He thought to himself why he had stolen that money. Just because he had stolen the money, now he was sitting in the world's red trap from where it was not easy, it was not possible for him to get out, come out. You must remember one thing. When the thought of being caught in the world's rat trap came to the paddler's mind, when this thought that he was caught in the world's rat trap came into his mind when he was caught in the forest, as the forest was big and confusing one, he couldn't find a way out of it. At that moment, he had this thought in his mind that he could not be able to come out of the forest. Thereafter, come out of the rat trap, world's rat trap, he had gotten into just because of his lust. Thereafter, the next day, now he has reached to Iron Master's house. The night has passed. The next morning, the next day was Christmas Eve, and when the Iron Master came into the dining room for the breakfast, he probably thought with satisfaction of his old regimental comrade, whom he had run across so unexpectedly. The next day was Christmas Eve, And when the iron master came into the dining room, it is morning time for the breakfast. He maybe was thinking with satisfaction of his old regimental comrade, whom he had run across, means met unexpectedly. First of all, what were his thoughts? What were his plans about the paddler? Has been given in this particular para. First of all, we must see to it that he gets a little flesh on his bones. He said to his daughter, who was busy at the table, and then he must see that he gets something else to do than to run around the country selling rat traps. First of all, he stated that first of all his plan was to make him healthy by providing him good food. um, he is willing to put some flesh on his bones, means he just wants him to be healthy, and thereafter he wants to provide him or settle him by giving him some occupation, some business, in place of letting him sell small rat traps. Okay, thereafter, this is the um, dialogue or the statement given by Edla Wilkinson after listening to her father. It is clear that things have gone downhill with him as badly as that, said the daughter. Last night I did not think there was anything about him to show that he had once been an educated man. It is queer. It is strange that things have gone downhill with him. Adela stated that it's quite strange that things has taken place in such a bad way with him that last night when she looked at him he even did not look educated. Here Adela, we can say she is a good observer. We come to know that when she asked him to mm, go to their house, nay, come to their house, at that time she realized that the paddler looked quite worried. She at once noticed that he appeared afraid, as if he had escaped from jail or he had stolen something from somewhere. Here, she also doubts that he hardly looks educated. Now, the reply of Iron Master. You must have patience, my little girl, said the father. As soon as he gets clean and dressed up, you will see something different. Last night he was naturally embarrassed. The tramp manners will fall away from him uh, with the tramp clothes. He means the Iron Master stated that last night she should have some patience. He is confident that the tramp manners, the manners of a person who looks, tramp means avara, who looks like a tramp, will fall with his tramp clothes. Obviously कोई भी person है उसकी dressing से बहुत ज़्यादा impact पड़ता है. ही स्टेटिंग कि अगर उसके ये क्लोथ्स रिमूव हो जाएंगे ट्रैम्प वाले, तो उसके साथ उसके ट्रैम्प मैनर्स भी हट जाएंगे. जैसे कि यूजुअली बच्चों को बोला जाता है कि आप प्रॉपरली ड्रेस हों, आप अच्छे नहीं लगते हैं, आप अलग चीज़ रिफ्लेक्ट करते हैं, यू डोंट लुक like a student coming from decent house, decent, having decent manners. Likewise, just as he said this, the door opened and the stranger entered. Yes, now he was truly clean and well dressed. The valet had bathed him, cut his hair, and shaved him. Moreover, he was dressed in a good looking suit of clothes which belonged to the iron master. He wore a white shirt and a starched collar and whole shoes. Now, the moment Iron Master stated that he would look decent, he would look a gentle person when he would come in a new or clean clothes, the door opened and the stranger came there. Now he was cleaned, well dressed. Um, he had taken bath with the help of the valet. His hair was cut, and he had given him, means he shaved him. Moreover, he was dressed in a good looking suit of clothes which belonged to the Iron Master. It clearly states that Iron Master had given his suit. He wore a white shirt and a starched collar and whole shoes. He wore white shirt and starched collar and whole shoes means new shoes. This particular para tells that he came in a very good dressing, but although his guest was now so well groomed, the Iron Master did not seem pleased. He looked at him with puckered brow. Puckered here shows, वैसे puckered means wrinkled. This word you must have heard in the first chapter in 11th class. My the portrait of a lady. Her face was puckered. Her face was a crisscross of wrinkles running from everywhere to everywhere. But although his guest was now so well groomed, the Iron Master did not seem pleased. Iron Master was expecting to see the paddler in a new dress, clean shaved, well dressed. But when he looked at him, so well groomed is well mannered, well decorated, he did not become happy. He looked at him with puckered brow, he looked at him angrily, and it was easy to understand when he had seen the strange fellow in the uncertain reflection from the furnace, he might have made a mistake. It became very clear that when he had seen him at night in the low reflection of light from the furnace, he might have made a mistake in considering him as his old acquaintance. But that now, when he stood there in broad daylight, it was impossible to make him for an old acquaintance. Mistake him for an old acquaintance. Now, he had made a mistake when he looked at him at night, but now he realized that um, when he was looking at him at in the broad daylight, now he realized that he had made a mistake the previous night. Now he could easily recognize that he was not his acquaintance. What does this mean? He thundered, he shouted. He means the Iron Master, recognizing the paddler's real identity. The stranger made no attempt to dissimulate. Dissimulate matlab conceal, hide. He saw at once that the splendor had come to an end. He at once noticed that splendor is glow, show, had come to an end. He at once realized that the Iron Master must have recognized his real identity. It is not my fault, sir. He straightforward stated that it was not his fault. He said, I never pretended to be anything but a poor trader, and I pleaded and begged to be allowed to stay in the forge, but no harm has been done. At worst, I can put on my rags again and go away. He clearly stated that it was not his fault, as he never showed, pretended means presented or showed himself to be anyone else but a poor trader. He just did not try to show that he was anyone else. I pleaded, I requested, I begged to be allowed to. He stated that he only requested to be allowed to be in the forge, and he added that no harm had been done. The worst thing that can happen that he could put on his rags, his torn clothes, torn and dirty clothes again and go away. That's it. He stated it very simply that no harm had taken place. Now he could, at the worst, he could wear his uh, torn clothes, torn and dirty clothes, and go away. Well, said the ironmaster, hesitating a little. It was not quite honest either. You must admit that. I should not be surprised if the sheriff would like to have something to say in the matter. Now, the ironmaster tries to threaten Peddler by stating that uh, although he never pretended to be someone else, means the peddler did not try to show that he was anyone else, but it was not honesty on his part. So he should admit that. The tramp took a step forward and struck the table with his fist. After after listening to the ironmaster's words that he would like uh, to call sheriff his police officer to see to this matter, at this the tramp took a step forward and he hit the table with his fist. जोर से हिट किया उसने अपने फिस्ट से टेबल पर, पेडलर ने, and told the iron master his philosophy about the world. Now I am going to tell you, Mr. Iron Master, how things are. He said, this whole world is nothing but a big rat trap. All the good things that are offered to you are nothing but cheese rents and bits of pork set out to drag a poor fellow. He told his philosophy of world that this world is nothing but a big rat trap where things, alluring things, are like bait, and when someone is attracted towards it, he or she is caught in it. And if the sheriff comes now and locks me up for this, then you, Mr. Iron Master, must remember that a day may come when you yourself may want to get a big piece of pork and then you will get caught in the trap. He threatened Iron Master. ये थोड़ा सा फनी भी है. He threatened Iron Master that one day, now if he hands him over to police, then one day Iron Master would be attracted towards a big piece of pork, and that day he would be caught in the rat trap from where it would not be possible for him to come out. The Iron Master began to laugh. Listening to him, the Iron Master laughed at him. That was not so badly said, my good fellow. Perhaps we should let the sheriff, I have already told sheriff means police officer, alone on Christmas Eve. But now get out of here as fast as you can. Iron Master dropped the idea of calling the police officer but asked the peddler to leave his house at once. But now the reaction of Edla Wilmanson is left. But just as the man was opening the door, the daughter said, I think he ought to stay with us today. I don't want him to go. And with that, she went and closed the door. She did not want Peddler to leave their house. What in the world are you doing? Said the father. Obviously, being a father, Iron Master was surprised to see the reaction of Edla Wilmanson. Although he had asked Peddler to leave their house, but still, Edla denied. She wanted him to stay in their house. Why was that so? The daughter stood there quite embarrassed and hardly knew what to answer. That morning she had felt so happy when she thought how homelike and Christmassy she was going to make things for the poor hungry wretch. She could not get away from the idea all at once, and that was why she had interceded. Interceded means advocated for the vagabond. Actually, Why did Edla advocate for him? Just because that morning she had thought so much of making the day special for the paddler that now, suppose you are waiting for someone, your friend, your cousin, or someone else, and you come to know that that person is not coming. Obviously, when you are attached to a person, you feel bad. Likewise, Edla had thought a lot. She had a lot of plans in her mind that she would make that day special for him. No special affection is there. She just wanted to be kind with that person. Why she did so, every detail has been given in next para. But now that she just wanted to make that day very special for him. She felt so happy that day that she had many thoughts of making the day special for him, that when her father asked him to leave, she offended. She opposed. She had interceded for the, that's why she advocated for the vagabond. Now, what are her views? Why did she advocate? Uh, I'm thinking of this stranger here, said the young girl. He walks and walks the whole year long, and there is probably not a single place in the whole country where he is welcome and can feel at home. Wherever he turns, he is chased away. Always he is afraid of being arrested and cross examined. I should like to have him enjoy a day of peace with us. Just one in the whole year. These are the views of Edla Wilmanson, and these views can only be of a kind, compassionate, friendly, loving person. She feels the pain of paddler. She states that the whole year, his routine, his the whole year he has to walk miles. Probably he doesn't have a single place to stay in where he is welcomed, where he can feel at home. At home means comfortable. Wherever he goes away, he is chased away by people. He is always afraid of being arrested and cross examined by people as well as police, um, doubting him that he must have stolen something. I should like to have him enjoy a day of peace with us here, just one in the whole year. She states that she just wants to provide him a day where he can stay, and feel comfortable. The iron master mumbled something in his beard. He could not bring himself to oppose her. Mumbled matlab badbadana. Now, listening to the great views of Edla Wilmanson, Iron Master had nothing to say in this regard. He couldn't say anything. He couldn't gather himself to oppose her. It was all a mistake, of course, she continued. But anyway, I don't think we ought to chase away a human being whom we had asked to come here and to whom we have promised Christmas cheer. She stated it clearly that, oh, obviously it was a mistake, considering him as their old acquaintance. But now they should not chase him away. Chase the person whom they had promised to celebrate Christmas with. That was not fair, according to her. And now Iron Master told her that she preached worse than a parson. कि तुम एक parson is clergyman भी एक word होता है इसके लिए. Father of church is called parson, clergyman. Said the Iron Master, I only hope you won't have to regret this. But the Iron Master added that he hoped that she would not regret on her decision. The young girl took the stranger by the hand and led him up to the table. Now sit down and eat, she said, for she could see that her father had given in. Given in matlab accepted the situation. The man with the rat trap said no, not a word. He only sat down and helped himself to the food. Time after time, he looked at the young girl who had interceded. I have told the meaning: interceded, advocated, favored for him. Why had she done it? What could be the crazy idea be? Now, the peddler was in a fix. Why Edla Wilmanson had shown such a concern, had favored him, had asked him to stay there, he couldn't get the idea. What could be the reason of making him stay in their house? That's all for today, beta.